When making an old fashioned, it starts in many steps, and this is right at the base where it begins. Welcome back to Vernon's Speakeasy. We're going to teach you every secret we've got to the old fashioned. All right, so we're probably just going to jump right into this. Now one of the keys to making a great old fashioned and making great cocktails is your ingredients that go into them. So today we're talking about what's called Demerara syrup. Now this starts by coming with sugar in the raw, and it is more consistent to what we would find in the 1920s instead of this bleached and processed sugar. We do use a lot of simple syrup, of course, in a lot of cocktails, but this is one of the ways we get a lot less dilution and a little bit more caramel flavor coming out of it. So we'll just go ahead and tell you the ratios for Demerara. We're doing an exact 2-to-1 ratio. So for every 2-pound box of our sugar in the raw here that we've got, we're gonna do 2 pounds of water. So we have 2 pounds already in. We're gonna put 2 more pounds in, and so that just means 2 pounds of water on top of it. Now, I like to do weight when measuring. It's just one of the most accurate ways that you can make sure that everything's even and make sure your recipes are just right. Now all we have to do is take our trusty scale and weigh out 2 pounds of water to our 4 pounds of sugar. And if it's not exactly perfect, just try to get it as close as you can. About ½ an ounce off. Now it looks like you are not going to have enough water, and I promise it just looks like that. But we go ahead and get that heat going. Now we're not trying to get it boiling, we're not trying to get it too hot, so we're probably gonna hover around medium heat with this guy. Perfect. Now you're gonna wanna constantly stir this. Constant. It will take quite a long time to dissolve completely in here. You just have to sit and be patient with it. That's all it takes. So, whenever we're getting close, it may seem like you're done, but you are going to be stuck with lots of little grains in the bottom. Be careful, always check your whisk, and you can just see that it is not quite dissolved in there. So we don't want to give people grainy drinks. We don't want to leave uneven cooks or uneven mixtures. So some of the biggest importances here is we're looking for less dilution and more flavor coming out of here. Remember, we're doing that 2-to-1 mixture instead of that 50-50 like simple syrup. So it's just literally less water, a little bit more flavor coming out of the whole thing. So you use less of it and it tastes better. You get to showcase off your bourbon or your whiskey or whatever else you might use to sweeten up with your Demerara syrup. And then it's literally as easy as that. We're gonna get a really nice dark brown color in here. Get good swirls. You definitely don't want to let this guy boil. We're not trying to make caramel or anything like that, but we are absolutely pleased with the results. It'll turn into a very, very thick syrup, much more like molasses than your simple syrup, but it's going to give you much less dilution in your cocktails. You're going to get a lot more caramel flavor coming off of it because it's not bleached like most sugar that we use, and it's going to help elevate your old fashioned to the whole next level. Thanks for joining Vernon's Speakeasy.